Hey, greetings everybody, greetings from Perth, Western Australia. All right, it's the weather is getting warmer. It's October right now as we speak, 13th of October. It's a Wednesday. Summer is coming, summer is approaching here in the southern hemisphere, so to speak. Summer is approaching quickly and the weather is getting hotter, but I'm looking forward for the summer. To be honest on this one, I'm always looking forward for the summer. Yet this summer will be a special one. This summer is that summer that I was always expecting, and yet, of course, I'm always saying that to myself, like this summer will be the summer that I have always expected. But I know, I don't know obviously, but I'm this time I really entertain the hope that this summer will be the summer that I always wanted for myself. Uh, but let's get to the technicalities really quick. Um, I am taking a course these days, just to add it to all of the other impressive accolades that I already have. I am taking a certificate for in tourism in on a certificate for on the tourism industry in Australia. So I guess I will be by the end of this year I will become certified, officially certified in tourism. So yeah, something to look forward to, I guess. And the course in question is very nice. There exists it's a bunch of material compiled by someone, I don't know who, but the material in question is nice and informative, and you can tell that it's compiled by someone with an eye for detail, someone that is also good at teaching, and a teacher, in other words, a teacher that knows how to make the learning process fun. And this course is very fun. I enjoyed very much. I do manage to get in a lot of information, and I don't perceive it as an effort, and that's a nice thing, I guess. That's always a nice thing uh, when attending class, I guess, or even if that attendance is online as a fact. So yeah, that's nice. It's nice to become it's nice to develop a form of expertise on the Australian tourism industry, which is flourishing. I mean, come on, it's Australia. This is Australia. For all of you people that live in Australia, and you wouldn't have a clue how special Australia is. Australia is really special, honestly. Now, it's really good, really awesome. Okay, and I enjoy living here. I enjoy every second of it, and I'm happy. You know, I'm looking for the summer and so on and so forth. Now, coming back to the technicalities, there's a lady assessing my performance in this course. There's a lady in Victoria, in Melbourne, I think. There's a lady over there named Julie, and she is in charge of my assessment. Okay, and well, how can I put this? Okay, I'll try to be as specific as I can without being too specific, I guess. So I shall I shall settle for an optimal amount of being specific on this one. Okay, if I was to search this resource called Alfie, okay, the website called Alfie. the website that provides this certificate for in tourism to myself and to others. Yes. Um, okay, if I was to do a little bit of research online, maybe I would couple it with some Java programming, yeah, or Java or C++ if I am to get serious, or even C, depending on what I want to do. Okay, if I was to use this coupling, a little bit of theoretical research, a little bit of studying the problem, and a little bit of programming, I'd soon go out with Julie. You know, I'd go to the office in question. I'd say, "Hello, Julie. I'm Valentin." That's what I'd say. And she goes like, "Valentin, who? Valentin who?" And I go like, "I'm your student, Valentin. You know, you're assessing my work, right?" And she would go like, "Right." And I'd go like, "Okay, Julie, what do you say? Come on, I'll take you out, show you a good time, as a repayment for the fact that you're so nice to me. You're assessing my work." And she'd probably go like, "No." And then I'd go like, "What do you mean no?" And so on and so forth. We can all see the variations on this scenario. We all know this script. We know how this script goes. There's the possible variations on this particular theme are in fact infinite, I guess. All right, but okay, let's never mind about that. I'll demonstrate to you how this website works. So it's called Alfie. It's you get a pretty much by the end of the authentication step, you get a web link, and then you do your stuff online. Okay, but be sure about it. You are supposed to authenticate, or sorry, is it authenticate or authenticate? No, I guess it's authenticate. You're supposed to enter some credentials on a screen, right? Something like an email address. So you are supposed to enter an email address and the password, similar to what you do when reading your email. Okay, so yeah, that is pretty much okay. And then after you authenticate it, in order to be eligible for receiving the particular link in question, okay, you're being taken to a website, and the website is very nice. People have put a lot of work into it. Okay, all my respects go to these people. It's awesome. This particular learning service, Alfie, is awesome. And I already look. I've only covered like a quarter of the course, and I'm already a genius. I already know a lot about tourism in Australia, so that's pretty good. So you get coming back to the technicals now. You get what it's called a link. Okay, you get what it's called a web address, a web link, which comprises of a domain, a web domain, and then a directory. The directory is pictured there, and well, yeah, that is the domain. That is the web domain. That is, yeah, that one there is the web domain, and that is the directory and a bunch of subdirectories. Okay, so yeah. Now if I was to actually look this up, I'd probably use an exhaustive search coupled with a dictionary, right? An English dictionary, a dictionary of English, and some artificial intelligence, and boom, I get this course for free, right? But okay, that's Okay, getting stuff for free. I mean, I do get it for free right now. Don't get me wrong, I get it for free. So I guess getting stuff for free is not the point. Free stuff is good, we all like it. I'm getting education for free right now. I'm becoming an expert in Australian tourism, and I'm getting it for free, right? I'm just supposed to sit this course in order to satisfy some requirements, so that I'm being paid by Centrelink, right? So that's all there is to it. I'll be specific. I am getting it for free, and that is very, very good. I like the fact. I like free stuff. I like this. I like the fact that I am getting it for free. That's not the problem. The problem is if if I go there and try to speak to Julie, who's assessing my work. I mean, Julie seems nice. She has a nice name. I mean, I know Daisy. I know Daisy from Sky News. Daisy is a nice lady. You know, I'd like to at least speak to Daisy at some point in time. She's a nice lady. Imagine if I knew where Daisy lives or where Daisy works. I guess it would be cool. I could pop up with a bunch of flowers. That's what I would do. I'd bring flowers. I'd probably send a birthday card if I had if I had this kind of knowledge, like yeah, about where she works or where she lives or something like that. Look, I don't even know if Daisy is married. Look, Daisy, if you're married, I apologize. I apologize to your husband, but you know, Daisy is a nice name and it suits your personality. Or maybe, okay, maybe it's the other way around. Maybe Daisy's personality suits her name, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's a subtle point that I just made there. But let's go on with the technicals. Okay, so people would think, okay, technicals. People would think it's my Yahoo. Okay, it's my Yahoo email address. I'm using the wrong email server. Okay, so and that's not necessarily so. Okay, I'm just what pisses me off about emails like Yahoo or Gmail or something is that I don't receive emails, right? And that applies to my Vodafone as well. Like I'm in the situation where I advertise stuff in the paper, and I leave my email or my phone number, and nobody calls. Okay, and that is essentially a very, very bad thing. Okay, I mean, look, even if I put up a web page, okay, I put up a web page online, right? And I go on my web page like, look, my name is Valentin, my surname is Bura, so I am Valentin Bura, right? I'm interested in such and such things. I'm an arty farty kind of guy, right? And I'd like to mingle with somebody. I'm very lonely at the moment. I would like to date, okay? And I put that on my website, and I leave my address and phone number, and nobody calls. Nobody calls or emails, right? And that in itself, this breakdown in communication is highly frustrating. It pisses me off to the point of the point of boiling, right? To boiling point. But okay, coming back to the technicals, what you do on this one is as follows. All right, are you paying attention? Is everybody paying attention? Okay, so you have a bunch of web pages, right? Now these web pages are stored classically speaking, and by that I mean what we are doing right now, right? These web pages are stored on a server on files that have names, and the names of the files, the names of the files in question, coupled with the directory, with the subdirectories and the directory and the domain, well, that's the link. That's the web link, okay? yeah, so far so good. I think everybody understood, because this is what we are doing right now. Okay, but okay, let's modify this game a little bit. Okay, and well, you're gonna say, suppose you are able to secure this. This is not going to help too much, because you're still authenticating with Yahoo. No, no, this bypasses everything, and this is pretty good, I'd say, to my standards at least. What I'm going to propose in the next minutes bypasses all of our problems. Okay, so pay attention. As a small bracket, I call this the DDS server approach, which stands for Drop Dead Security Server. DDS server, right? This is my name for this approach. And what we do is as follows. We store the web pages as before. Okay, we store them in text format, HTML or whatever. Okay, because well, website information is stored in HTML, so let's leave it at that. We store the web pages on the server, but however, the names for the files themselves, they may be public or secret or whatever. It doesn't make any difference, because, well, they're not used. Okay, the name of the files, the name for the files containing the web page code will not be used in the web link in question. Okay, so what you do, you use your favorite random number generator or random. Okay, you are able to use a random number generator for generating strings of text too. So that's an easy step in logic for me. So you use your favorite randomness generation to generate your link. Okay, does that make sense? Let me spell it out for you. Let me spell this out for you. Okay, the web domain stays the same. Okay, you may choose to keep the directory the same. You may choose to keep the subdirectory and the subdirectory the same. Yet the web page in question will pop up only after we've appended a arbitrary long, maybe longer than the natural numbers, longer than omega 1, right? It's a joke, right? So a very long random string, right? And that is the name of the file, if you know what I'm saying. This name for the file, the random string in question, is generated dynamically at what we call in programming, we call it at runtime, and it's always different. All right, so you get an engine, you get something like you get a software engine running on the server, okay, that takes care of the names of the files. Okay, so whenever this software engine receives a request, okay, so I'm requesting a web page, the software engine in question checks for my credentials, checks if I'm authenticated or not. In other words, the engine in question checks if I am eligible to receive the information which I'm requesting, okay? And then it generates, at runtime, it generates a very random, very random and very long string that is a the name of the file in question, which gets appended to the web link. Okay, and that's about it on this one. In a nutshell, names for the HTML files are generated at runtime. They're always different for every accessing of a link, of a resource. Even if it's the same resource, you access it twice, there will be two such random strings that stand for the name of the name of the HTML file you are trying to interpret. All right. Of course, I'm just so that should do the job in my opinion, and that is pretty good. That is drop dead secure in my humble opinion. Yet, do bear with me, I do have a final philosophical remark. Okay, anybody who attacks a system, attacks on resources which can be found on the internet, okay, attacks on such resources are done with cooperation from somebody that is inside the system, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, but I guess I've put down my name for a thesis at the university somewhere for this particular subtle point. Okay, so we point being, final point being, there's little chance, even with the state of the art that we have right now, even if the systems were to be kept in place, there'd be little chance for somebody, for an average guy like anybody like me, for example, there will be little chance to break into such a system if I didn't have information from inside. Okay, that was the very subtle, very small philosophical point that I wanted to make. All right, I hope this was enjoyable, and I'm pretty sure it was productive for you guys. I could implement this myself on my own website, but I don't need this. I don't need to have users authenticating on my website. So, and it takes a little bit of work. I could do it. I could design it myself in, say, if I had a lot of good coffee and stuff, I would design it all by myself in, say, a week and a half or 2 weeks. You know, I'd have something up and running. You know, but that would mean to work hard and maybe sleep during the day and work at night and smoke a lot of cigarettes, and so it's not worth it. But I hope you got the gist of what I just said right now, because it is important. Thanks for your attention.